Hello everyone and good afternoon. This is Abdulaziz Alenazi, and today, inshallah, I'm going to present my topic, demotivation among ESL teacher, reducing barriers to quality education. So this is the agenda that I'm going to cover today, starting from the introduction and ending with, let's say, questions. Introduction. Teacher obsessions with the grade. Teacher's evaluation is based on students' academic achievement, the student and teacher's motivation. So in a world where the success of a particular educational system is measured by the student's outcome, which make a policy and let's say decision makers often ignore the input of the teacher because of the obsession with the grades, and at the expense of let's say the actual learning has also affected the welfare of teacher. So the situation, as you see here, this is a picture of a typical classroom in Saudi Arabia. So many factors, many factors that decrease the motivation. And, so the first one, traditional classroom with limited resources, also the physical space with large number of students. Curriculum, so here the design of the curriculum affect the students' performance, also the content. So imagine that, let's say a classroom with only a whiteboard to use in terms of teaching, so with no overhead projector TVs and CD players, which will limit what you're able to share with your, let's say, your students. So and also, in terms of physical space, like a classroom with 45 students, it's difficult for teacher to move around to check their progress, to answer their questions. So which is why the teacher will be situated like in one spot, which is the table of the teacher, which is in front of the students. The design of the curriculum. So the unreasonable amount of the materials in the curriculum. They have like the student book, the workbook, the notebook, plus assignment, worksheet. All these affect the student's performance. So the teacher will be evaluated based on the progress of covering this task, the book from A to Z. Also, the content. So the teacher is giving like a content to teach. So he's not allowed to design his own content based on his students, level, readiness, and interest. So, for example, one of the classes I have taught, it was a reading class. So there was like a paragraph about space. So one of the students raised his hand. So he asked me, teacher, why do I have to read this? I'm not interested in space. So see, if I have the ability to adjust the content, so it will be more interesting for the student to get engaged in the class. Demotivation, of course, demotivation weakens the outcomes of the learning process. Students dislike learning, and teachers cannot offer adequate, engaging, and meaningful instruction. The teacher get motivation from salaries, appreciation, and social recognition, and this seems to be absent from the school environment. Proposed solution. So social and administrative factors, of course, pose a significant challenge. A teacher leader position can offer a healthy and positive classroom environment. Ensure institutional and student success. Teacher leader implement effective teaching strategy and provide advice. So here, where it's difficult to influence the social and administrative factors, the solution to the internal issues mentioned can be achieved by providing a healthy and positive environment, by establishing the role of the teacher leader in school. A teacher leader is one who plays many formal and informal roles to support both institutional and student success. Also providing teaching and learning materials respectively. Moreover, share information and assist with possible difficulties. So, a teacher leader as a solution. So, a teacher leader will result in improved student-teacher relation, increase students' confidence and performance. The student trusts teacher leader, which is vital to the learning process. The trust empowers students while it's offered teacher job satisfaction. So here, I mean, students tend to show lack of confidence in teachers who seem harsh and judgmental while teaching. So they're not able to, let's say, comprehend enough content from them to succeed. So here I have a story to share. So during my internship at Odyssey Charter School in Delaware, I was working under the supervision of Ms. Mika Kuriakula. She has like 32 years of experience in teaching. So she plays this kind of role in her school. So on Monday and Thursday, she has no, let's say, early classes. So at that time, she visited her colleague to check if they have any assistant, if they have any questions, or if she wants to apply any strategy, or if she wants to discuss something with the teacher. So it's kind of motivated. So at the end of the school day, also she meet as a DLC meeting with let's say the student with the same field let's say a subject. So they discuss regarding the school day. So the action plan. So establish a teacher leader position in my school. Use a workshop to teach the concept and its value and importance, and how effective it is. Then conducting a pilot teacher leader program. So I've already like applied this in my school. So I have, when I came back, I explained this program to my principal. So he kind of like this initiative based on the evidence I have, like my research and so on. So then I tried to, I've conducted several workshops to teach the concept of, let's say, this initiative with my colleagues. Then I have conducted a pilot teacher program, but unfortunately it was still on hold because, you know, of the pandemic. So to make sure these programs work effectively, peer collaboration created like an action plan to enhance teacher performance, using teachers' feedback, implement their suggestions, work together and find the best solution, motivation, make follow-up meeting to address any issue and provide support and encouragement. So here, I have something to share. One of the teacher, like when we met, he explained that he has difficulties to meet the need of the students, especially with a class of 60 students. So a workshop then let's say presented to the teachers in my class about differentiated structure. So we've worked together. I was like as a teacher assistant with him. So at the beginning, we have done like pre-assessment, and based on these pre-assessment and diagnostic tests, we have divided the students without their knowing. So on their, let's say, readiness and level and interest. And then we have conducted the program, which saved time for the teacher. And then he like, let's say, started to be more proactive in this class. Use electronic surveys to evaluate the workshop, evaluate the impact of the program on the students. So my plan after applying this initiative, I will collect the data and then I will present it to my head of the administrative office in my school district. and hopefully he would like the idea. Then I will apply it with another school and so on until, you know, start small until you get to the ultimate goal. Challenges. So time, of course, play an important roles. So prevent teacher from participating in professional development. So, you know, professional development, let's say, there is no time to apply the professional development. They would refuse the idea of attending like professional development after school. So here we have discussed this issue with the principal and we've like come up with every 3 weeks we have a session to discuss any issue and if they have any support needed. The second one, some teacher refuse or let's say not fully cooperative to learn from less experience or from younger colleagues. And I face this one. When I explained the concept to my colleagues, so one of the teachers, you know, he wasn't like cooperative enough. He says like, I have 25 years of experience. I mean, I know this is not working. And little by little, I start building relationship with him. And then I have explained that, hey, we're all in the same boat. So our goal is to target students' need and so on. And then, you know, try to stay away from, let's say, negative people. And then after that, you see how this program works. And then he starts like little by little participating. And alhamdulillah, now you know, lately he participated in the program. So to conclude, teacher leaders initiative may end the challenges that are deep-rooted in the system. And as Mr. Booker T. Washington says, success to be measured not much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has. Thank you for listening. And this is the references. And thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abdulaziz, for your presentation. Well, definitely, no matter how long or how many years of teaching experience we have, we should always be engaging in professional development because the pedagogies are always evolving and new ideas are coming up. Thank you for your presentation again.